Tom Cotton, member of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Sir, welcome back to our program and good morning to you. Pretty strong language. Meanwhile, John Kirby, the Pentagon, says our commitment to Taiwan is rock solid and contributes to the maintenance of peace and stability across the street and within the region. Put this all together now, Senator.
Yeah, Bill, it is strong language from China's propaganda outlets, and it's matched by their actions. They've been flying into Taiwan's airspace more aggressively now than at any time in recent history. I don't think this is probing for weakness, though. I think this is exploiting weakness that Joe Biden has already demonstrated. You know, we had the humiliating retreat from Afghanistan, and then President Biden went to the United Nations and wouldn't even say China's name, literally wouldn't say the word China. He also said we don't seek a Cold War. Now, of course, America never seeks a war of any kind. But when China is waging a Cold War against us, the only choice is whether we win it or we lose it. And right now, Joe Biden is losing it. It would be a catastrophe of historic proportions to allow China to invade and annex Taiwan. So there's a few things that we need to do. Some of those are very practical and immediate. We need to help Taiwan fortify its defenses, provide it more cybersecurity support, provide it more missiles, provide it sea mines for the Taiwan Strait. More fundamentally, we need to make it clear to Xi Jinping that we will support Taiwan, that we will come to its aid if China ever tries to invade. That is the best way to deter an invasion in the first place.
Okay, I characterized Kirby's words. Listen to him from the Pentagon. He said this at the podium. Let me know if you think this is enough, right? Here we go. John Kirby, roll the soundbite, guys. Go.
Our commitment to Taiwan is rock solid and contributes to the maintenance of peace and stability across the strait and within the region.
Okay. Is that enough?
It's fine for a Pentagon spokesman to say that, but it ultimately comes down to the President of the United States. And he can say that our commitment is rock solid all we want, but when you had Joe Biden making rock solid commitments to Afghanistan, to the Afghans who served alongside us, to our own people in Afghanistan, and then conducted a disgraceful, embarrassing retreat from Afghanistan, that projects weakness to Xi Jinping and to aggressors all around the world. That's why Joe Biden needs to step forward and say, we will stand with Taiwan if China tries to invade it, so we can deter that invasion in the first place.
No, I thought Xi's words earlier in the week about a peaceful reconciliation was very intriguing with regard to Taiwan. Watch how that goes. Meanwhile, back at home, it looks like this commission on behalf of the Biden administration about expanding the U.S. Supreme Court, they may not take kindly to this idea. Some of the early indications that it does not serve democratic values. What would be your expectation when we get this report we believe today?
Well, Bill, this commission was never designed to try to improve the Supreme Court or fix any problems with it. It was simply a way to provide cover for Joe Biden, who refused to take a position in the campaign on packing the Supreme Court. There's really not much wrong with the Supreme Court and the way it functions, aside from Democrats don't like the way it rules in many cases. So this commission from the very beginning has just been an effort to provide Joe Biden cover from his far left, and his far left is already criticizing it because they do want to pack the Supreme Court. They want to pack the federal courts more broadly. That is deeply corrosive of the rule of law, and most Americans would strongly oppose it.
Okay, the conclusion, well, I mean, really not a conclusion yet, but yesterday the indication, quote, significant reasons to be skeptical that expansion would serve democratic values, end quote. But you just said you think the president's using this for cover?
Yeah, the president throughout the campaign last year refused to answer the question whether he'd pack the Supreme Court. It was a simple question, but that's what the left was demanding. Again, not because they were overworked or they needed more justices, but because liberals don't like the way the court rules in some cases. It is deeply, deeply harmful and undermines confidence in the rule of law to try to change the composition of the Supreme Court or any other court just because you don't like the outcomes of the cases. That is antithetical to the rule of law in America.
Senator, thank you for your time today. Appreciate you coming on. Tom Cotton, we will speak again soon. Thank you, Senator. You bet. Julie.